All right, so it's the middle of October. It's October 17th. And of course, we've all heard Uptober, where everything is supposed to skyrocket in October, so to speak. All right. Well, what I like to do is every now and then take a look at the entire market. I'm sure you do as well. But just to say, all right, I thought these things were going to play out in a certain way. I have made my investing decisions based on how I thought these things were going to play out. So what's going on? Should I continue to do what I'm doing? Are things playing out the way I think? Let's take a look. So on TradingView, if you haven't used it, tradingview.com, and you look at total, TOTAL, it shows you the entire market. Here we are back. This is 21 to 22. Last time it reached around 3 trillion. Okay, now it's at 2.25 trillion. So if you look at this and you say to yourself, all right, it's been basically in a descending channel. It looks like it's sort of breaking out a little bit. The total market being all crypto. That's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum, everything. Well, what did we really expect to happen this month? If you look at, and you've probably seen this, but this is Bitcoin returns every year, month to month. And October, as you can see, the reason people call it Uptober is it's got predominantly all green. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 12 months green. They've got averages at the bottom for every year, every month, and then the median. Median, I think, is better because these first couple of years, like for example here, it's up 449%. That's going to throw off the average for that month. So just look at the median. If you look at the median, October, and this is just for Bitcoin here, October is by far the largest, and it's usually every month. Okay, so we're expecting Bitcoin to do well in October. Now, the theory is typically you see Bitcoin start to move first, and then money flows out of Bitcoin into altcoins, everything other than altcoin. Okay, if that's the case, then we would expect Bitcoin to be doing well in October. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. And most importantly, if you do, I don't know if you've done this, but Bitcoin.D is the market cap dominance. So of all the crypto, the entire market cap, which we just looked at, what percentage of that money is in Bitcoin? Here you go. Let's look at, as you can see here, back to, this is 2022. Here's the beginning of 23. Let's look at the beginning of 23. All the way. It's just an upward trend. Now this is a daily chart, blue line. I'm old school. I like a 200-day for long term, and I have on-balance volume. I've talked about that before. So it's been in an upward trend in terms of its dominance, and it's still going up to it's about 58, 59, almost 60%. Now last run up, it was around 72%. But as you can see, and then, of course, it dropped in dominance. This isn't necessarily the price dropping. Can be. Doesn't have to be. But the percentage of the market has gone down significantly this last time, and things were moving into altcoins. Here we are, above the 200-day for a long period of time and still going up. Okay, so we expected October to be up for Bitcoin in price, which it is. If you look at Bitcoin at the beginning of October, here, we'll just keep going. There's September, and there's October, and as you know, it's been up. Here we are from there to there. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin's been up. It was around 60,000. It's like 67,000 in October. So yes, Bitcoin has been up in October. That's what we expected. Okay, so we expected Bitcoin to be up. The dominance is still going up. The price of Bitcoin has now been going up in October. Well, what usually does that mean? Let's look at two different crypto signals. You've probably seen this one before. I like this one. And we've got up here, represents Bitcoin. This green here represents altcoins. We've got Bitcoin now going up. We've got green going down. What does that mean? Here you go. Bitcoin is outperforming the market. BTC.D is rising. That's what we just looked at. Dominance is still rising in an upward trend, in an uptrend market. Usually happens pre-halving or at the start of a bull market. Okay, recommended action. Probably a pre-bull market setup where everything is going up in dollar terms, but BTC is outperforming alts. That's exactly what we're seeing. Okay, so this chart, and it says good time to accumulate alts before the explosive move starts. The explosive move meaning in alts. Okay, We expected Bitcoin to go up. It has been going up in October. The dominance of Bitcoin is still going up. This chart says, based on these metrics, that yes, Bitcoin dominance should be going up. We just verified that. And it's a good time because alts haven't moved yet. Here's another one that's popular to look at. It's Bitcoin season. This shows you that basically they've got a barometer here. And as it gets more, as it goes up, you've got an altcoin season. It's verifying that yes, we're still in Bitcoin season. Okay. So there you go. We've now seen that we expected October to be up. It is. We expected the dominance to go up. It is. So what's going to happen next? Well, we would expect that overall, things haven't moved as much. Now, some people use total 2. Some use total 3. Total 2 is going to be everything excluding Bitcoin. So, of course, that has Ethereum. And you can see that this is 24 starting here. We've got this downward movement. And then, as many will say, we're in a sideways movement here at the moment. Look at total 3. If you're taking out Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two biggest, largest market cap by far, and first mover advantage, if you will. And we look at what happened last time. This is the last run up and down. And here we are, the move from 2023, shooting up, and now it's down to about 613 billion. Just this summer, it hit almost 800. All right, it's at about 600 billion. It was around 800 billion this summer. That's a 200 billion difference. To go from 600 to 800 is going to be about a 33% jump. We should get a 33% jump just by the time it hits next time. But as you can see, the market minus Bitcoin and Ethereum is started to do a sideways move. So it's setting up for potentially a breakout. I happen to believe that it's out of this downward channel. Depends on how you draw the lines. It's been flirting with this 200-day. I mean, look, when it ran up last time, it was above the 200-day the entire time it ran up. I would like to see it get above and stay above the 200-day to validate a movement to the upside, a big one. On balance volume's down, but it's kind of sideways, and the bottoms are coming up a little bit. That's great. So in my opinion, at the moment, and if you want to look at some of the, like, I like to watch ICP, Hedera, Render, a whole bunch. And if you just look at what's happened recently, you're seeing I'm just showing you this chart because it's very similar to that total 2 and total 3, where you had the run up, the down, now the sideways movement, flirting with its own 200-day, and on balance volume roughly the same. You're seeing similar patterns in the alts. So what does this say to me? It says to me, stay on course. What it was expected for Bitcoin to do has happened. It looks like the Bitcoin dominance once it starts to move. So there's still time, in my opinion, to get into or dollar cost average into your favorite altcoins. I think ICP is really low. Actually, everything I'm in, except some of the newer ones, are, I think, way down off their highs just for the summer. You can get ICP at 7.5. It hit around 2021 this summer. That's a 3x if it just gets there. A 3x is an amazing return. And in my opinion, if you sold at 3x, you'd make good money, 1. And 2, you wouldn't be greedy. I think it's going to go much higher. But just to give you an idea, that's it for today. Just wanted to point out, stay on course. Don't get upset. You're thinking Uptober, but Uptober was really for Bitcoin. It doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin dominance was going to drop in October and move into alts. It just means that we expect it to play out a certain way, and that's exactly how it's playing out. So what I'm doing is staying in the markets, and I think that is a prudent decision. Of course I do. It's my decision. So yeah, I'm following it. Have a great day. Let's all make generational wealth together with crypto. Thanks for watching.